Hey everybody, Ben Crone here again with our latest demo unit from Salford. It's a 5200 Enforcer, 19 foot. As you can see behind me, I'm standing right here on the line. On this side is our Kraus Dominator we ran, and on this side is the Enforcer from Salford. I'm pretty impressed with what it's doing on our corn stalks, our corn residue. This isn't even the best to judge off right here. This side over here where we just ran it, that's the first 50 foot we ran it in. We didn't have it set quite right yet, just being the first 50 foot and trying to figure out a new machine. We got Keith Belt out here with us, and he was helping us get it all set up. I told him I'm really impressed with what this thing is doing. It's doing, as you can see behind me, I would call it just as good a job as our Dominator did. We're pulling Enforcer at 8 mile an hour right now, burning 3 less gallon the hour than my Ripper that we were pulling at 10 inches, at 5.5 to 6 mile an hour at best. I'm really impressed with what this thing's doing. Our main concern here is we got to chop in corn head and getting that residue managed through the fall so we can get back in here in the springtime. I think it's doing a really good job of that. I love a chopping head, but it leaves us a mat we can't deal with in the springtime. Here in southern Indiana, we don't lose a lot of residue over winter. It sits there for, a couple years before we can really get it broken down. So I'm really impressed with what this thing is doing. And saving fuel, running faster, covering more acres in the ground, and doing the exact job that I need it to. I'm like I've said several times now, I really like the job that it's doing, and I think this might actually become a tool that will become on the farm just because of what it's doing for us. So you can see they're coming up back there, but I kind of wanted to stand here just so you could get an idea of behind me here. I think my head's about right on the line, and 6 inches deep, and it's covering it like it is. That's pretty impressive.
It's Keith Belt, Dirty Salford rep in Cynthiana, Indiana today. I want y'all to take a look at something pretty awesome. I know soybean stubble is not a huge challenge. Nobody really gives it a lot of credit as far as working dirt. But man, take a look out here with Steve Glazer. We're pulling a 19-foot 5200 Enforcer, and take a look at that soil condition there after we've been across this field. These soybeans were planted on 15-inch rows and had a phenomenal stand, had a phenomenal yield. They did really good for these guys. And this ground's pretty low. I don't know if I can really show you here, but from the tractor cab, it doesn't do it justice, but this ground really lays low here, and they have a lot of flooding. Let me introduce you to Steve. Hi, Steve. Hey, you say this ground, you guys, you're always fighting drifts and residue pile up and bunch up every time the floodwater gets up and gets down.
Yeah, we sure do. We have trouble with it all the time, especially in corn stalks.
So the goal is when they come in on this ground, and correct me if I'm wrong, they want to make her black as the ace of spades, and they want to get that residue down in the soil zone so we don't have to worry about that going forward. I'm going to swing right here, and Steve, let y'all look at that. There's the old Enforcer doing his thing. He's pulling at about 8 mile an hour. We had it over in the river bottoms over by Griffin, Indiana a few hours ago, running in some muck ground, and there, Steve, we were running what? 6 inches deep,
Yep,
6.5?
Yep, 6 inches deep.
And folks, I can't tell you, we didn't do anything to this tool. Steve just brought it over here and dropped it in the ground. That old gal is going deep. This ground is mellow, and if you can see that spinner ditch there, take a look at that when that rig goes across that spinner ditch. I mean, that thing is about 6 inches deep, 7 inches deep, and this old gal's rocking and rolling, and it's moving so much dirt, she's leveling it out pretty daggum nicely. Steve, what do you think? I know we make comments, we go back and forth, we're both pretty excited, but I'll try to shoot
I'm pretty impressed. You could come in and plant right into this. It's leaving it that smooth.
Yeah, and look across through there, folks. I mean, it's tabletop level. This field is kind of skinny, so God bless him, he didn't want to spend a half a day turning around. But if we could come in here and you could hit this thing on about a 30-degree angle off them soybean rows, I mean, you can flat and strike this dude off like a laser. And that's one of the beautiful aspects of that 5200, that old gal. She's so deep front to rear, all the dirt that we got moving. Look at that harrow indicator back there. We got the harrow standing up pretty straight, about as hard as it'll go, so she's leveling. This thing is doing what it's designed to do. Bury residue, level ground, get her ready for spring. Steve, thank you a lot for letting me ride around. Keith Belt, Dirty Salford rep. Always remember, God made dirt. Dirt don't hurt. Get out and get dirty. So here we are, guys and gals. Steve Glazer and I with Crone Farms. Here, we got out of the tractor cab. Just wanted you to look at some of this. We're digging around down here and showing you what the 5200 getting done. We've got 6 inches of work dirt here. Got Steve to shift up here this last pass. He was doing 8.8, 8.9, just right at 9 mile an hour. Stuck his little measuring stick in the ground there. We got 6 inches of loose dirt. Here's what makes the 5200 so special, folks. I want you to take a look at this. When you're digging across this profile, look at that soil. Here we are, top. Look at all this stuff that's incorporated right here. It's mixed throughout the soil zone. There's nothing just laid over in one spot. It's all incorporated evenly. Everything is worked. I mean, this is maximum tillage. And that's what I told you, right, Steve? There's nothing minimum about this.
No.
Look up on top of that. There's not hardly anything. If you looked at that, you wouldn't know it was here. You thought a rototiller had been through it. You get digging down in here. This is phenomenal beans, folks. I ain't gonna say how much they were. He told me, but it ain't my business to advertise for them. But just look at that. All that residue incorporated all the way through this worked area. It's gonna rot quick. It's gonna rot even. And I don't know, Steve, what do you think come springtime?
It's smooth enough, come right in and plant it.
That's pretty awesome right there. I mean, the whole field looks just like that. So thanks for getting back with us. Thanks for letting us get out of the tractor cab here, show you what we're all about. If you're interested in the 5200, that's what we're doing right now, is on soybean stubble. We're gonna go find some more corn stalks here in a little bit. But folks, that's about as sweet as it gets right there. And if that won't let you get something done come springtime, nothing will. I mean, you're going right in here and dropping corn in the ground on this stuff. Dirty Salford rep, Steve Glazer, Crone Farms. God made dirt, dirt don't hurt.
All right, so it's been a few weeks now since we were in the 5200 Enforcer. I really wanted to wait to kind of post this video because at the end of it, I wanted to get some rain on this and see what the aftermath was and how it leveled out with the rain, see how it settled down, and really kind of get a feel for it. So without further ado, there she is. This field's had maybe 2 inches of rain on it here in the last month or so. You can see it's still, it's pretty slick out here yet. This was going to be the kind of real telltale for me. I was curious to see, you know, once it got some rain on it and it settled out, is it still as level as it was when we finished? And I would definitely say so. This is basically flat enough to pretty much come in and plant it. I think here once we get some snow and ice and whatnot on it and freezing and thawing, I think this thing will be pretty slick when we come back. So finally going to get the video uploaded today. I was just waiting on some rain, and we haven't had hardly any rain here in the last month, maybe 2 inches now at best. So this is what she looks like afterwards.